Guys, what's going on, everybody? This is Terrell down. It's 1:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a little under 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes and 15 seconds. If you don't know the name of the show, we got 15 minutes to trade in queue. We had hardly any preparation. We're just jumping in. We're taking this shit. We got to be in it. And we got 15 seconds. We're out of trade to get back in another one. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. We are now short at 18,549.25. Is this good? I don't know. I was getting ready to go long, and we're going to see if this shit's any good. You don't have much time. You start, you got to get in. I don't sit there and plan a trade ahead of time. Obviously, you can tell that by some of these trades. We're just trying to get good at motion, getting good at reflexes, getting good at little to no preparation, and recognizing the areas. And like I said, I normally would have went long here. For whatever reason, decided not to go long, and we are in this short. We're below the 18,560. They're trying to hold it at 550 sort of here. So we don't have much time. Our stop limit is going to be $100. That's the maximum we can lose today. The trade goes against us. Boom. We got to get back in though. Okay, I lost $100. I'm back in. 18,553. We are now in at 18,553. Okay, $100 per trade, max loss. The gain we're looking at is 300. We're looking at 300 to 100 is our ratio here. We're trying to get back a little bit of what we just lost out on that. Obviously, the long would have worked better, but we don't have time to plan this shit. Got to get our reflexes. Our stops has moved down to about $60, so we can max lose about $60 here. Yesterday, I was screwing around. I didn't have the stops. It was just, you got to get a feel for this, and it's very tricky. You could have took it off here. We could leave it on here as well. The area is 18,560. I'll be right back. All right, I had something on the stove there. What's it going? What we got going here? We're still short of 18,553 on the Nasdaq. Our stop is at 18,555.75. We're going to we will do some straight scalping as well. Right now, I'm trying to sort of get a feel for it. We're trying to get this move back down to recover what we had lost there. Obviously, this could be a negative $160 if we don't get that drop down very quickly here. It's pulled off of that 18,555. There's still a reason that we could come back down to 18,529. They're trying to hold this shit here just a little bit. So it is being a little bit tricky for us. We're not getting quite the candles or the movements that we want. You can get out of the trade at any time, but this trade, if I got out of it, I would get back in. So we've already did that once. We're down $100, $100 max loss on this trade. Each trade we're risking $100, and that's just how it is. So let's see what we got. A little bit to start here, and looks like something's not quite moving right on one of my charts. I'm gonna fact check that. Looks like they're doing a little grab so here, but I can see the area where they're pulling back off. That's not only that, it's also a trend line. They got a wedge they're trying to hold on the SPY. SPY resistance is 5306, got 5300 as support. Slide above that of 5301. 5293 was a major bounce zone. We call that the money line. And 18,555 would be where I'd want to get out at if it goes above 555. But we got 555.75 as our stop. So 555 would be the place to get out though. We're going to see how this plays out. We got 15 minutes. This is not going to go perfectly. We're only one contract. We can't scalp large percentages of gains. We got a little over 10 minutes left. This is still the trade that I would want to be in regardless. I just didn't get in this long well ago. I did not go in the long. So now we're going to try and get the short back out. We're dropping below the average entry now. We're down to 18,550.75, 550.50. Let's see if we can come down here and break that 49.48 area and progress down through the 46. So you can move your stop if you wanted to right now to 54. This is just a video game. Don't take any of this to be advice. Just we don't have much time left, so you can move that down maybe if you wanted to right down to the 54.25. Your risk here is about $25 on this trade. Now we're going to move our stop down to break even. We're down to 18,553. We're up about $80. And we'd like to cover commissions here. I can't actually see that order. Let's go ahead and look. Oh, there we go. Now our stop's down to 18,552.50. We're trying to see if we can't regain a little bit. We could have took it off here easily. We're just trying to see if this snapback comes and gets us, or if it allows us to get a little bit wider range of movement to the downside. Starting to get some resistance there at the 51.5 to 52 area. They're pulling down through 49. My stop might be a little too gratuitous. So it looks like you want your stop not on average. You want it on your entry. You want it above or below so it doesn't get lost in the mix. Here we go. And now our stop is at 52. We're going to move that stop down to 51.5 and progress from here. Again, our target we're looking at is 538. So we're looking at about 11 points here. And see what we can get worked out. Let's move that actually right back up here to 51 on the stop. We'll get stopped out. We got 15 seconds to get back in, so keep that in mind. You may not want to do your stop so close here. You may want to leave it up further, but we don't want to go back in the red. So, all right, you had 15 seconds to get in. So now we're back in long, even though our theory was to the short side there. Now we're going to see if we can get anything going to the long side since it's coming back up and playing with our areas. We got to stop here, $80 on the loss side. We got a $40 gain, a $100 loss. It is still trying to reject. It did push through. We took in the heat of the moment, we took the long here off this basing foundation. It's trying to pierce back through us. And now we're getting a few dollars up. We're going to move that stop here to 548. So it's about a $65 and see what that gets us. We're starting to look a little better. We're breaking through. Average prices at 551. We're going to go ahead and lock in a couple dollars. Actually, it won't be locking in. It'll be locking in a smaller loss for about $25 loss if it doesn't go in our favor here. So the big thing we noticed a while ago is we didn't go long right out of the gate. I thought long was the way to go. Did not go with it. We're in long here now. Let's give us a little room to work. We don't want to give it too much room. Are we going to get stopped out again? Or is this going to actually give us a little flavor to the favor? And no. So now we're starting to we're going back into the short side. This is new to me. You don't have time to screw around. You're going to be out. So we're down $100 still, which is basically that first trade. All right, so now we're in at short at 548.25. We're back on the short theory since that did not play out. We got a $100 stop loss on this one for now, and we're going to keep moving here. We got about 5 minutes and 26 seconds in this episode. Obviously, we're not doing so well. This is something new. We're going to do this every day, but we're back into short now, and we're going to stay the short side for the time being. I was still seeing the charts. I didn't know if they were going to boost it up, so we tried that little long there for a $40 loss. Now we're down on the short side. Let's go ahead and take us down to about an $85 loss on this trade and see what happens. Locking in, this is one contract. You could have scaled and did some crazy shit and made some money in the meantime. We're not doing that right now. So we are looking to get this move in. This was a short that we were looking for a while ago. Still our target now is at 30.75. Right, 30.75 is now our target. They're trying to play around here right at my buy-in, my sell-in, I should say, buy-in, sell-in at 548.25. We're making a little progress down. Now we're down to 545.25. So we are getting that sell back. We gave an extra $40 away a while ago, screwing around trying to go long on that. It just didn't quite work. So we are starting to see some more signs of life on the short side. Our stop now is at 549. We do have that trailing down. We could have took this here. Right now we're trying to get elongated moves as far as just marketing out on momentum shifts. We'll do that later today or tomorrow. And just go long, short, and all this crazy stuff. Trying to stay away from any super fast scalping, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens just in case. So there we go. We're moving our point of value up a little bit. Trying to break through this area. We already touched the bottom Bollinger Band. Keeping an eye on several different charts here. This is sort of why I'm wanting to short. It's just we can't take much. You got to take it in the chin if it comes against you. So let's see if we can get any further momentum here to the short side. It's 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time. We got about 3 minutes left here. And that's basically all we got. So let's go ahead and give it a look and a rumble. All right, there we go. We're getting it. So we're regaining some of that. Our stop's now at 547.75. We're going to keep it in there, see if we get an elongated move here, if it's going to bounce back up and punch us in the chin, or if we're going to get the continued pull down here. Looks like we may get the continued pull down to 29. All right, so we are starting to get that short. The first trade messed us up where we went long. We got 2 minutes and 21 seconds to get out of this trade. We'll try and get out about 15 seconds before this goes off. Our stop's now at 544.75. We have made a first approach down here to 540.75. And we're going to leave that trailing stop exactly where it is. We're not going to get out of that. See if we can get an elongated push here. Everybody's wanting to get it down at least to a few more notches. They may take us out on this snapback. If that's the case, we're going to go long and just see what happens. If not, we're going to stay in this trade. Right, as soon as it hits, we're going long. If it hits. Right? If we hit. If not, we're going to get a continuation down thrust. All right, continuation down thrust, or we're going to shit ourselves again. All right, so you're starting to get some resistance right here, which is cool. That's some of the turnaround areas earlier in the day. Boom. And we're going long now, right out of the gate. All right. Okay, we got 106, and we're now long at 18.544.75. And there's no joking. We are actually in that trade right now on the long side. We're going to see how much they can try and turn this around. If they're wanting to hold it, let's see how far they want to hold it. If not, they pull it back and we'll get stopped out. Just how it is. We're going to move our stop here at 18.542.25. Again, we're in at 544.75. Trying to get an elongated move here to 18.550 and see what that kind of move would look like. So it's looking a little better here. And again, I'm still not liking that initial trade ad earlier. We're trying to get some resistance here at this area at 548.25. We can move this slightly below break even, or we can leave it where it is on the stop. We could have took that off on that initial pop there as well. So if we come back down below here, I'm going to go short again. We in it? Yep. I'm going short again right there. I could have took it off,